Alright, welcome everybody. This is our intro episode where you get to meet and understand who the players and the characters are. Now, we've got 6 players and 1 DM in this game. What we're going to do is we're going to start by going around the table, and everyone's going to introduce their character, give us a little description of what they look like, and then we'll end with the DM. And I will ask some questions of our fabulous characters in this game. So we're going to start here with Drax.
Drax Titan Fist. He is a warrior barbarian. He has the Echo Knights, so he gets into lots of hijinks with those abilities. He is a strong, burly, barbarian-esque looking person, and he likes to fight.
He loves to fight. Einar.
I'm Einar, and I'm Drax's, adopted brother. I'm a half-elf, brown hair, about medium length. He's got blue eyes. He's got a flowing tattoo, runs up his arms and across much of his upper torso, but you don't get to see a lot of that. Mostly Einar is garbed in a cloak that is bound tight by belts to him. It's almost like imagine an Assassin's Creed sort of character, but all black. It moves a bit. He's a fighter barbarian, beast and battlemaster. That's our guy.
Alright, moving on to Oleander.
Alright, I am Oleander Hawthorne, and I am a warlock bard. Pleasant side of average looking. I'm a human. I'm the most average looking human that you can possibly get. Medium brown hair, medium brown eyes, slightly tanned skin, and I dress in a general pleasant peasant garb of blouses and skirts. And I like to sing and be friendly. That's it.
Delphine Olendra of House Cenerium. She is a tiefling from Silvery Moon, born to a family of elves. She's got light purple skin, silvery hair, yellow eyes, and she is a wizard blade singer, and she's very stubborn.
I'm Druken Beard Nurse. I'm a cleric paladin. I'm a furbog. I'm 7'6", 280 pounds of muscle. Got a little bit longer than shoulder length, brown and black dreadlocks. So I have to have a little bit of fun with that, try to keep it clean, but that's about it. Oh, and I got bright green eyes. Nice striking green eyes. And that's me.
Next up we have Rolled.
My name is Rolled Grimble, fighter rogue. Fairly short, not, more of like a wiry sort of build. Pretty rough looking, because I spent a lot of my my childhood years essentially in an orc cave where I was essentially a little miner as a canary, so I got beat up pretty bad, lots of scratches and gouges, pretty pale as a result. But I got out of there and lived else for a bit, but that's sort of my main background.
And I am Stu the DM, so every other voice that you hear in this podcast, whether it be hello, or a misty, rough Scottish accent, or an Irishman who just comes into the campaign every now and then, or maybe a evil devil type.
A dick.
A dick.
Screw him.
I'm also the voice of some of the NPCs that are interacting with the players on a regular basis. I am also Theron, Lord Theron, love interest of Delphine. This fantabulous group is our Planar Vanguard, who have been trekking across the Epherean continent, which is a somewhat of a forgotten realms mixed with fantasy of all the things that we all love together, and it's our world that we play Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition in. So I'm going to ask a couple of questions that's going to go around the table, and feel free to just jump in, any of you guys, whatever you have to say. One of the questions that kind of stands out to me is, when you play Dungeons & Dragons, we play a lot of role-playing and combat. I find that my style of DMing is closely related to more heavy roleplay than it is combat. What would you say is your preference, and what does your character like to do the most?
So, I guess I'll start things off as always. I am a huge mix of both. But as the story's gone on, one became it's almost like they flipped for me. Einar started off honestly very focused on like the combative side of what we were going to be able to push an unarmed fighter to, and especially messing with some feats and playing with the ink, the items we started with, right? Being able to have that right off the bat and extend his combat range and damage was really an interesting thought. As the campaign went on and I started to get more invested in the stories going on, it's flipped, and I'm much more enjoying the story development and the character development between the characters and watching that. It's been a long time building. And so I think you do both as a mix, frankly, and well.
Delphine likes the roleplay even if she often sounds incredibly irritated. Keeping in mind she is legitimately the smartest person in most rooms, so she does think everyone should listen to her. But I also like dropping fireballs, so I do like the combat.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was more combat at the beginning. I mean, I'm quiet and not really getting into... You know, it's my first actual group that I've been in. So getting into the roleplay is a lot more fun now that we've been doing it for a while. So I'm actually getting more into the roleplay over the combat. But obviously the DM does great in combat, so got to give him that where we have some fun with that.
We've had some interesting combat situations. I liked them.
I do like to throw curveballs.
Can you do that a lot?
Well, we like to throw them back at you, I mean.
I find that you throw curveballs that end up translating into both roleplay and combat, though.
I like that a lot.
So I think it's a 50-50 as to how you end up pulling the group into whatever you throw at us that we do not fucking see coming.
I feel like you really like to frustrate us.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
We're not frustrated.
So people that have been listening since the beginning and have gone through a lot of the storylines will notice that several of you have been changed by early on story arcs, visions, bargaining with powers, infections, and new gifts that came at certain costs. Which transformations felt most like blessings in the moment to you and which now feel like a curse? And which ones have taken more of a story form on, do you think?
I might as well start that one. Oleander here. Quite early on, I was a snacksident turned into a vampire-ish. Ish. There's heavy on the ish because it's not a traditional vampire. However, I, as a character that was built for roleplay, not for combat, very squishy, when turned into my vampiric form, when I feed, I gain a hell of a lot of hit points. And so as a character that was not meant for combat, suddenly I find myself in a position where I can protect myself, protect my friends. I can take hits and I'm okay. So to me, that was a big blessing. However, to the rest of my party, it was definitely not seen as such, and they believe that I am losing my soul, even though I have tried to show them time and again that that is not the case.
Most did.
Well, it's only two of us.
Yeah, and you have to think, we have a perspective on that. So, earlier in the campaign, we did fight vampires. There was a vampire. Maybe he was good 200 years ago. Hey,
Before he was a vampire.
eventually, though,
Maybe
who knows?
shit happened to him that
Who
made him
knows?
turn evil.
That's right. So,
Not the vampirism.
yes, definitely Druken and Rold are probably the least thrilled about the vampirism.
Rold's really mean, by the way.
Well, hey, this world has a little bit of racism, if you will.
That's
so,
true. We
don't
do
acknowledge it,
so.
but there are people that, there is discrimination, and I don't know, discrimination against something evil doesn't seem too bad to me.
Traditionally evil, yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know, here, if you put me in perspective, I was with the orcs the entire time. Well, yeah, they're pretty damn evil things. Sorry, now I'm sort of just going in here and, monologuing, apparently. But, to me, they're pretty damn evil things. I watch them eat people. I watch them torture people. You think about that in a real-world setting, that's a little bit of PTSD going on there. So, there's some trauma happening that I think, it can be pretty reasonable to have those feelings.
I would say that as a DM, I love to bring in trauma and exploit
Yeah,
that.
we know.
I think that,
Yeah.
it'll become very apparent if you listen.
So speaking of trauma, then physical. We'll save the emotional trauma because that's the more severe for next. We'll pass that off to Delphine. But for the physical side of things, Einar started off in collaboration with the DM. We were making a Batman-esque with a symbiote character, and I was bouncing ideas off you, and we were talking about it. And I was fighter and trying to think if I was going to bring Monk in. I'd even started Monk, but then went straight fighter. We played with that, and very quickly, the DM Stewie just loved to hit me a lot and hard, really hard. And there was a couple fights where I yo-yoed 7, 8 freaking times, and so the plan changed, and Barbarian came in, and our actual, real character generation came in then when we did that, Stewie, right? Because we started going Feet Monkey and Barbarian, and just every power we could come up with, hey, what do you think of this? And we bounced different feats, is this good? Even the Barbarian subclass we talked about, we're no, this one fits. And we created this beast-like character, but it was the shift in the character there that was the physical shift that I think was the most to my character, with the vampirism coming in then too, and being the crazy bat stuff, which we'll save honestly for other. But the biggest change I went through was when your role-playing really took us to the point where my character had gone through all this stuff, had all this trauma you were dropping on him both psychologically and physically, and one of the characters in the group who we'd been chatting to and sharing the fact that they're both going through this vampiric infection, they developed a bond, and all of a sudden the human side of the character, you stopped seeing just the vigilante that was always skulking, always looking for the threats, not connecting with the party, the lone wolf, and he became the party character who's actually trying to connect with all the characters, is in a relationship with one of them, and you were seeing a very heroic side of him, the tenets that had been the core of the character but had been hidden because of the trauma and loss that he'd gone through right from the start of the story. And so for me, that was the biggest change.
When the Planar Vanguard goes through Ephearea, they encounter a lot of different types of entities, and you guys have repeatedly faced, authority versus underworld tension in Ephearea, the Mage Tower, Order of the Golden Lion, the Obsidian Shadows, or certain traitors or defectors trying to hide their nefarious reasons. As a group, what's your line between necessary tactics to get the job done and becoming the thing that you're actually fighting against?
Are you pointing at Drax because you want him to talk, or because you think he's the line?
No, I want Drax to talk.
Drax's line it ebbs and flows, I'll say. He is known to have killed people behind curtains, choking them. He has been known to kick babies that may or may not have been demonically possessed.
Yep.
But he does have a good side too. So, he saved children, proud, tried to be a hero. So, I don't know where the line is exactly with him, but that's the best part of him. He's trying to figure out what lines he's willing to cross.
I've been thinking about this for your character. It's almost the difference between the character of your ghost and the character of Drax. Just like Einar, it's almost two sides. One side has a further line, one side has a more realistic line.
Oleander gets more interested in what the person is like. Manners has a shit ton to do with it. If you are a good person with good intentions, I'm a lot more flexible. However, if you're just a fucking asshole, then I just have no sympathy.
Yeah.
Manners.
Yeah, that's fair.
Manners maketh man.
What about you, Druken? What's your line between necessary tactics and becoming the thing you're fighting against?
Oh, jeez.
Oleander's very interested in Drusen's answer.
I'm leaning over the table with bated breath.
I don't know yet. He's different. His line really is life and death. Really, he did die, and he came back, and that changed his whole outlook on everything else because he found his God. That's where he kind of changed his way of thinking. So before it was just he didn't know what to do. He was lost. He was all that. So when he found everything, he noticed that he's trying to save people from harming themselves, and I don't know. That's a hard question, actually. Thinking about it, it's tough because he doesn't like the undead, so he has kind of a thing against Oleander and Einar.
Which is
But
hurtful.
he also knows that them before they return, so he knows they're good people, but he's trying to get them to understand that the evil side is bad in his eyes.
Okay. Yeah.
We both agree that the bat monster that Einar turns into is a bad thing. There's no contention there. It's just what to do about it we disagree on.
I think out of all the players in this group, the one character that has stood fast to the line would be Rolled. You guys agree to that? So if we were to go around the room here, at the same time, we'll all say it. Who's the toughest character?
Define tough.
Yeah, by what standard?
Who's the toughest one? Who's the one you want standing in front of you if there's a beast coming down on you?
Drax.
Drax.
Einar.
But I guess
I'd say
Drax.
Drax?
it's hard to, that might be, and maybe it is Einar. I don't know. Like, it used to be Drax, but now I just don't really know, because when it comes down to how this is bad, but he's got Sentinel, so that's the big thing. So like, that's pretty protective.
It comes down to, I think, is Sentinel. Yeah, I'm a good attraction of attention at this point.
Yeah.
And pretty hard to don't challenge him, he'll find a way. Okay, I don't want to put this out there, but if I'm not playing stupid and don't, I can do stupid things like jump on a wall and then let my rage drop for a turn because I think he's out of range, and then find out he's not, and stupid shit happens. Yeah. But when he started beating me up real bad, I gotta admit, he put it in my head that you gotta be ready to take the hit from this DM. He ain't pulling his punches if you're not playing smart.
Oh, I don't qualify for the toughest.
As a general rule, I find Drax to be the
there's
most
two of
amazing defense and offense because he is both, sturdy and very creative. He pulls out shit that just nobody expects.
Now, there's also this argument though. Delphine is like the hardest to hit by a long shot, and while she doesn't seem as tough as the two of us, it is if they're focused on her, they're gonna have a hard time taking her down.
Well, especially put up a wall force.
No, I got the highest AC.
Yeah, I know you do. I know, by
I got
far.
the highest potential AC.
far.
I got a lot of tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah.
Who do you want next to you in a negotiation scenario?
Well, it used to be Oleander.
Not Einar.
Who's it not Einar?
I would say Delphine for sure, but
Yeah, I'm with you there, Delphine.
Okay, so Oleander should be the negotiator
Technically
as the highest charismatic character, and yet Oleander always just automatically think that, Delphine is more diplomatic, and so therefore Delphine should be the one to talk.
Because no one here has a sense of politics or diplomacy.
Or decorum.
I come
Just
from
come in and insult people and threaten people.
You do.
gotta work it.
Yeah. Oleander needs to actually realize that she can use her charisma more appropriately and schmooze.
well, technically Drugan can too, right?
See, but I don't come at it from that charisma. I come at it from the in-game
Lord
perspective
Theron
of
knows that really
Delphine
well.
seems to know her. Delphine seems to know her culture. She's come from a higher court. She's had those interactions we've seen where she knows what to do in the society stuff.
She's got
And
the
she's
hook,
had the
she's
cool.
got the toy.
She's had the cool head too in most of our interactions with the NPCs. When other characters, at least a few of us, have had a reason to have a hot head and then played on it. And so that's why I would put her in a negotiation situation over anyone else.
Okay.
And yet nobody listens to her.
I try. I do. One time I didn't.
Here's
Drax listens.
a no-brainer question then. What character is the smartest?
Me!
Hands down.
Character, not player.
No, you know what? Player 2. You remember all the
I said
details.
character.
She remembers all the details and always catches the stuff where the DM's like, here's the little hint that all of us are like, tra la 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 la, and she's like, That was an important word, idiots.
I feel like Oleander does the tra-la-la-la line.
Yeah, Oleander's the most easily distractible by the DM. The DM likes to fuck with her and distract her and pull her attention elsewhere, and she falls for it every fucking time, and I can't blame Oleander because that's a me thing.
Yeah. Which character is the most untrustworthy?
Rolled!
Most untrustworthy.
100%.
Rolled.
Huh.
Yeah.
Really?
100%.
You go counter to the party's
Yep.
collective agreement almost every time.
And then when we have a group discussion, where does Rolled go? Outside. Every time.
We didn't meet Roll for a whole day.
The boys are their own entity and creepy, but at least the girl, like they all know what we're gonna do. We're a calculable
I can anticipate
chaos. Like,
what you guys are gonna
You know,
do.
you might not want to know the answer how we got done what you said go do, but you know we're coming back successful without a problem on it. You know that we're not gonna have screwed it up and done our own thing, or if like
Well, there might be
I'm
a
gonna
problem,
change
I just don't need to know about it.
It might be, but it won't be the party's problem. We will have got what you wanted or what you needed done.
So Roll might be a little stubborn, I'll give you that.
Yes!
Which character is the most hot-headed?
Ooh.
Oh.
I gotta say
I would
Oleander. I gotta say
Yeah.
Oleander.
Oleander.
You know what?
Really?
Hold on.
Wow.
It was at the beginning. It was Einar.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Still
And
dealing
then-
with his PT. With his
And
loss.
then now, because she's coming out of it all, now it's only.
Well, Oleander's gone through a shit time, may I
Yeah.
say. And she is getting a lot more short-tempered, a lot more jaded. She comes from such a, not coddled, but a loving and caring background. Not cult. Cult. Not a cult. However, she goes out into the world thinking that her family's just, over-exaggerating or being, a little too mistrusting, only to find out that everyone is fucking awful. Not everyone, but a lot of people more than she suspected. And, she's really starting to lose her cool.
And not everything is default setting good.
Yeah.
I also have a thought here too. We might have. Are we talking most hot-headed reactive, or most hot-headed emotionally? Because most hot-headed emotionally in the campaign, there's been one character whose emotions have run hotter and fiery. In fact, even in public, have caused great distractions that have allowed us to react on things.
know
And
why
that
you're
might
looking at
be
me.
the other.
No.
Delphine might be the most
No,
hot-headed, but
no.
but composed when dealing with that
Delphine
hot-headedness.
is incredibly controlled.
What
She
did you
just
say to a
likes to
devil?
yell at you.
You had
Almost to a-
I'm just saying she's hot-headed.
Yeah.
All right, who's the wild card?
Drax.
Drax.
What?
You're a Venn diagram in the best way.
Nobody knows what you are going to do at any time. You are the most creative bastard
there's thinking
that
out-
I've ever had the pleasure
There's
of
thinking
knowing.
outside of the box, having your own box, and then you are a Venn diagram, and you will find everywhere it overlaps.
I will admit, usually if my character's like, hey DM, how big is such and such?
Yeah.
So the glyph is
I will
on
be
the
trying
window.
to do
Is
something.
it on the window sill? Can I
Yes.
just take the window sill
Yes.
off?
One of our best moments to
That
break
was
in.
great.
One of the best moments was our
He is
break in.
creative. I will definitely
Yes.
say he's a creative type.
All right.
For someone who's not very intelligent.
He's intelligent in a different way.
Who's the pillar? Who's the anchor of the group?
Druken.
I don't know about that one. But
No, the only reason
I think he was.
the only reason why many of us, Oleander herself, but many of us have actually entered into this group was our very first encounter. We all met during an attack, during a festival, and Druken came in to try and save the day, as a cleric is known to do, and we all followed him in. He was the pillar, the initial good guy coming in to help, and we all went, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
To be fair, he's really
No.
tall, so he's like the
No.
head she could see above the crowd.
I think
really good
I think
looking.
that's Oleander's perspective. The Ghost in the Darkness started the thing by tripping the guy by doing it, and we're there by default, and then got told
You're not-
you need to stay. We were there because we saw an opportunity
You're not the pillar.
further our goal. I'm not saying we are the pillar, but we didn't see you as the pillar, I don't think. We saw the mage tower and the connection to that, and the ability
So
to
I'm a nobody.
exploit that.
Gotcha.
You're my pillow, baby.
You were their pillar, I think so, but and I think early on you might have been a pillar when we started adventuring out in.
Okay, so I think we got a good feel about who fits into what slot in this group. There's a couple of more categories that I would categorize each character as, and I'll let you know real quick here. So, the wild card for me has always been Einar. He's always done the thing that I haven't expected, right? He's always the first one into the fray, the first person to go up against the beast that's way bigger than him. He's the most courageous and therefore, to me, the most wild cardist. Oleander has always been the most heartfelt in the group. She's the one that cares, that will take the time to role play the conversation that's hard, that needs to happen, or that needs to do this, needs to do that. Delphine is the one that I have to make sure as a DM that my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted, because she has the highest knowledge of D&D and the lore of the world that we have created together. Delphine is the highest intelligent character that I've ever had to DM.
Yes!
Rolled, I find, to be the most mysterious character who doesn't really know why he's mysterious until the story arc plays out, you know? And that's, I think, my favorite thing about Rolled is he's got such a complicated background and such a complicated upbringing that, like, we can literally do anything we want with him.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I love about him, right? My favorite thing about Drax is that I get to play Mr. Drax.
That's our favorite thing about it too.
That's my favorite thing. And my favorite thing about Druken is I find Druken to be exactly what we all decided. He's the pillar. He's the integrity of the group. He holds it together. His faith is the strongest. That's what I like. The campaign's early tagline can be summarized by a single moment. The signal is chaos. When chaos hits, what do you think each of your characters defaults to? So there's different examples here: control, sacrifice, violence, humor, withdrawal. You know, and how has the group kind of identified each of that? So if you were to, let's say I were to drop Tarask in the center of the table right now.
Other than crying?
Yeah, other than crying.
Crying's a free
After
action.
weeping is done. What's each of your character? What's without saying your own character's intent? What do you think each of the other characters are going to do? What's Drax going to do?
Summon his echo and then take up a strategic position flanking it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd admit. Oh, I need to comment. Mr. Drax is Drax's echo when he chooses to make it sentient from an
that's
item
right.
he got.
That's
But
right.
yes, I would sacrificially use Mr. Drax over and over again.
Mr. Drax is the MVP.
To hold that.
I look at my brother as
Trust
putting
there.
himself, as I would expect, in between the threat and whatever innocent targets we have, whether it's the party or whether it's other civilians. That's kind of the shtick for us. I'd be disappointed if that wasn't the case.
What's Rolled going to do?
Hide and shoot
High
something.
vantage. High vantage
Just
point.
hide.
You know what Oleander's gonna do? Roll a 1.
Yeah. Oh, I feel so called out.
Oh,
No, you roll to find a high vantage
yes, he
point.
does.
Oh yeah, typically.
Yeah.
He is tactical in where he shoots from, but he would hide because he hides and lets other people take the damage in the shots.
That's a good one. Yeah.
He's an
Even though I have
archer.
a lot of hit points.
He's an archer.
Yes.
That's what you do.
Yeah. And he does it very well.
What's Druken doing?
Getting into
Getting
shit.
in the middle.
Standing in the center of us. Standing in the center. Oh, and
Getting closer than he should.
pissing off the DM by starting up spiritual guardians.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true.
That's good. Yeah.
Combat tactics changed around this playstyle and his tactics.
That's how. That's how I died.
Yeah.
What is Oleander going to do?
Protect.
Protect.
In
Yes.
what manner?
Well,
You'd say
depends on the scenario. We don't have to get up close and personal. I am going to protect from a distance.
She's going to be our own personal playlist for the battle.
Yes, I will sing to you from a distance when I can. From a distance.
What is Delphine doing?
Delphine is going to tactically take up some position and drop some advantageous spell that'll either change the way the DM looks at the battlefield and more of that, or position the party in a safer, we've got one flank covered so that we can all position ourselves.
And if all else fails, fireball.
Yes, Vol sells fire. Right.
Fireball.
Yeah.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
Yeah.
All right, and what is Einar doing?
He is flying at its face.
Yeah, he's pretty much running in.
Depending on when, but yeah,
No,
early
it's
on
not.
it was find something.
Diving into that.
Yeah, okay,
shit.
I gotta admit, I'm taking on a goddamn Tarask.
Going invisible and attacking.
That is true.
Pretty much.
At least it's not blind. It's going to be absolutely shocked when I come out of nowhere attacking and getting the first round on it.
You know.
And it's going to be with my fists.
You know,
That's the best part
in How
about
to
it.
Train Your Dragon, when Snot Loud is like hitting the big dragon in the eye with his like hammer, that's Einar.
That is probably
Defiant until the end.
somehow got there himself, and they're like, I found him. He's punching the eye.
Betrayal has shown up early in many different forms. Sabotage, hidden motives, people with secret marks from secret organizations operating behind authorities. As a group, when did you become a gel group that worked well, and when did trust become the currency?
Veiled Market.
Yeah,
We really gelled in the Veiled Market.
absolutely.
We made a Kraken, yes, but
That was your fault.
I didn't know that would happen.
No,
but
that
it
was
worked.
all of our fault because we all agreed on
No,
it.
I only blame
that's
her
a
because
really
it's
good.
funnier.
No, that's a really good answer. It's the first time Delphine had the satisfaction of us actually listening to one of her brilliant plans, and we played it out.
And it worked.
Einar threw his I think that was the first time I actually put my life in the party's hands rather than just relying on my brother, the ghost in the darkness.
That's because you.
I was screwed if I didn't get bailed out on that,
No.
being the distraction on that
You're
part of the battlefield
welcome.
and dock.
The only thing that you're so happy about that is because you got to wear the biggest fucking hat.
I gave it to you after. No, I loved that because it was the first time I actually bit something that was sentient, got the vampiric strength, fought one of the Obsidian Shadow guys with a crazy sword blowing up the dock, got to finger him, and then Delphine ported me out of that fucking situation. It was amazing.
It was great.
And it led to one of the first parts of him honestly bonding with the party. That night, that was a big moment. She's right. And thoughts on that? Like, even the interrogation of the prisoner afterwards was kind of a, joint trust. People.
I forgot about that guy.
I certainly
I was
didn't.
like, Lisa, she's alive.
His head splattered on the ground.
Up until we have encountered the orc encampment, which is when we started recording this podcast, we've had quite a few adventures and quite a few things have happened. Up until that point, what would be your favorite moment up until now? But I think you and me might have the same one. So I'm gonna let Drax go first.
Alright. My favorite moment was when I used my disguise crit and rolled a crit.
No such thing.
And rolled a 20. Rolled a natural 20.
At that point,
And
it was
Rolled had said, hey, can you do my disguise? And I was doing his disguise, and because I rolled a 20, I said, oh, you are perfectly disguised, beautiful woman. And because it was a 20, we just went with it. And it led to the
I
best,
picture Lucy Lawless.
the best play-out scene thereafter.
Roll Dina was born.
Well, I don't picture Lucy
Yes.
Wallace. I picture Patrick Swayze into Wong Fu. Thanks for everything,
Yes!
Julie Newmar.
Oh my
Yes!
goodness! Yes.
Very good reference.
Yes.
that was one
That
of
was
the
a great
best.
movie.
That was
That was
definitely one of the best.
fabulous.
That's what I pictured. Like a handsome woman.
Yes. Yes. No.
And that bar owner
Hey,
really
I
liked
picked
the
up that
handsome
bar
woman.
owner.
You
Thank
Yeah.
you very
You
much.
did a lot of good work there.
You sure did.
You almost took one for the team.
I want to know what your favorite moment
Oleander had
is.
a good time too.
Oh, are you freaking kidding me? I don't care. It was the Theron Delphine fight. That was
Oh.
just so flippin' funny.
Yeah, that was...
That was so flippin' funny.
Yes.
I can't.
The Theron Delphine fight in the ballroom where I got to yell at my DM for a full 10 minutes was really really fun.
A literal D&D airing of grievances.
Yeah. It worked out
The
great.
fallout from that was...
Either a very good or a very bad dice roll birthed her ex-fiance, and I decided we're having it out
That
now.
was actually our longest night/session ever. It started there.
Maybe one day
Started just-
we
it just
will
kept going.
we'll record that argument. Eh?
Oh my god.
Hey, anytime you want, man, I'll yell at you.
It was... What about you, Druki?
It was epic.
I don't know. I liked a lot of stuff, but I myself personally, I liked the Delphine and Theron fight just because I was a part of it.
You were very disapproving.
Yes. That was the day that I started hating Theron, and I just wanted to kill him. But being who I am, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
You know what? My favorite stuff over the time was the fact that Oleander initially started trying to pursue Druken. She was very, very infatuated with him. And it was kind of like a long play out of he's just not that into you. Which I found so funny. As a player, I found hilarious. My character was, devastated. But as player, it was delightful to try and be interested in a character that just was really not interested. Because he had eyes for another.
Yes.
You mean I had eyes for another?
I
Yeah.
just didn't have eyes for you.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go with
A little oblivious.
with an in-game moment that stemmed off of the out-of-game thing that, well, no, it happened in-game, but there's one major event I think of, and you had me paint up the mini for it, Blood-Soaked Bridge. And I come to the whole event there, and then how, as we are crossing it,
I forget
she's
that
nearly dying, and I am rolling save after save at high level and saving her ass, and just what that was leading to.
That
and
was
then,
traumatizing.
And then that brilliant moment where we actually think, after I've saved her 3 times, we got across, and Druken falls off into the sludgy, murky water, and we think he's dead. He's failed. We don't have him. You give this one last shot because the Venn diagram that is Mr. Drax goes, there's Mr. Drax's dead body on it. I'm going to whip it and try to throw it with the rope that we had out over like a fishing line, and you're like,
He went
I'll
Druken
allow
fishing.
this. And he rolled a 20, and you were like, the joy we had in that moment, the laughter after the trepidation. We were so scared on that bridge. We thought we were going to die in unison.
That bridge really shouldn't have been as hard as it was.
It was
We were
really like-
rolling really badly.
The kiss and the embrace at the end too. So it does pop to my mind as one of my favorite moments because we didn't know what was going on. And then it was followed up, of course, with the hag and right as we end, Einar calls out the fight. We know you're watching us, and we went right into, now this great dramatic role playing has happened. Here's the hag and her hounds, and we're like, fuck. It was great.
What's Delphine's favorite moment?
Well, I feel like I can't. You mean other than the Theron Delphine fight? Because that was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun.
No, it was a lot of fun because we came up in a moment in the moment with. I just asked, is there anyone here I recognize? And I rolled, I think, an 18. And yeah, sure, here's this person who is strangely acting very familiar with you. And it came out he was my ex-fiance. And I'm like, all right, we're doing it. We made, like, in the split moment, made up an entire history in my head of what's happening and why she's mad at him.
Well, I think what happened was like we had decided that you had been engaged to this guy, and that he pulled you aside to talk to you. And it was just like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? I can't believe you're here. Like all this time. Yeah.
Well, and then it didn't help that he got us locked up, flirted with my friend right beside me because he wanted to make me jealous because I jilted him apparently at the altar.
Wait, what was
They have a complicated relationship.
There was a fallout of him treating you and her like that, wasn't it? I can't remember. What exactly was it?
What was that fallout, Druken? Because Druken, of all the guys in the group,
I
Druken was the only one
who'd
present.
seen him, and I realized that he charmed Oleander, and I didn't like it. And, at that point, I protected Oleander and Delphine, and that was my thing. And, I didn't like it, so That was my
So he
first.
and Theron got beef.
Yeah,
The birth
and
of the
that
hatred.
that was the birth of the hatred of Theron, and I will still hate him to this day.
And Delphine got drunk that night and drunk texted her ex ascending.
That's right.
I tried killing him, but it didn't work.
I don't think you tried, you just thought of it.
You wished.
Real hard.
You wanted him.
I wish we could have witnessed it. We were just too busy in the northern half of the ballroom causing mischief and setting off fireball traps. Right, Rold?
No, that one didn't go great. That's
No, we great. We got the item we needed.
Well, while you may have missed a lot in the lead up to the beginning of this podcast, we are certainly glad you're here now. And there is a lot more to come. So, that is the Planar Vanguard. And thank you for listening to Dissonant Whispers, Age of Magic.
Thank you for listening to the Dissonant Whispers podcast.